How to push past your limits as an artist. This is a video I've been wanting to create for a while now, and as you can see, I've moved into a brand new studio to really create some large-scale traditional paintings and kind of not step away from creating digital artwork, but just to really push myself as an artist and create something different. And I know it's been a while since I've created a YouTube video, but I wanted to take just a couple of months away and really kind of work out what kind of video content I want to put out there, what kind of advice I can give artists to really benefit them. You know, I've made a lot of notes in this journal pretty much every day, writing down kind of my kind of problems that I'm facing in my career and kind of how that can help other artists if they're facing the same kind of difficulties. So yeah, I've got a lot more video content to come. But to get started, I want to start this video to really help other artists out there push past their own limiting beliefs. And it's often a big enemy of ours. It's something that constantly holds us back. And they're often self-imposed on us, that we put on ourselves, that we convince ourselves that we're not good enough. For example, to work with this particular client, or to not have our work shown in this particular gallery. When in reality, that's not the case. More often than not, we are good enough, but we hold ourselves back by convincing ourselves that we're not. And that really comes from, well, we often use the term like they're gonna think that I'm not good enough, I'm not skilled enough to work on this particular project, to not have my artwork shown in this gallery. And we're giving them all that power instead of bringing that power onto ourselves and really kind of strengthen ourselves and giving ourselves that confidence by saying, like, no, I am good enough for this. I am good enough to work with this client to create the best possible artwork out there. I am good enough to have an amazing exhibition that's going to get hundreds of people, thousands of people to view it. That's the kind of beliefs that we need to be believing in ourselves. But more often than not, we just convince ourselves that we're not good enough because that's the easiest thing to do. And in order to get past that, we need to self-motivate ourselves. But in order to do that, I believe it comes from a deep understanding of why we create the artwork that we create. So I mean, you've got to ask yourself these questions. It's what helps you find meaning in life. So it might be the artwork. The artwork you create gives you meaning in life. So it might be the kind of message that is behind your artwork. So it's, what's your purpose? The message you put out in your artwork is to, say for example, you might be worried about the endangerment of animals. So all the art we create is to highlight the beauty of our natural world of animals, and you want to raise awareness for that. So that is your purpose within your artwork. And if you have a limiting belief of not believing your artwork is good enough, and you really want to raise awareness for animals in our natural world, then you can't let these limiting beliefs hold you back. You need to believe that you're good enough to create amazing pieces of artwork, to get that message out there. And at the same time, ask yourself what brings you joy. Okay, so it might be having your message out there, having people respond positively to your artwork, it brings you that sense of joy. So again, that's going to allow you to really take action, to really push past those limiting beliefs of I'm not good enough. Because no, you have a goal. You have a goal set of what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. And you're not going to allow those limiting beliefs to hold you back. So you're going to take action to push past those. But what often comes with this is often discomfort, fear that you might not be good enough. That, again, that client might not want to work with you, they might reject you. Same with the gallery, they might reject you. Might be the social media audience, you might be worried about what they might think. So you'll stop yourself from, again, pursuing your goals and creating artwork that is good enough, that is amazing, but you don't believe it is because you're worried about all these kind of external factors that you have no control over, that you have no idea that these are this is going to happen. So you stagnate and you stay within that discomfort and not push yourself. When in reality, you're denying your potential to succeed. Because you might reach out to that client and they might be amazed at your artwork and they would love to work with you. Same with gallery, love your artwork and they'll want to put on a huge show with you. But you won't know that until you step into that discomfort of, say, reaching out or taking those steps to get to that point. It's going to be uncomfortable. But in order to get to that goal to succeed and to reach your full potential, you have to go through that discomfort and you have to be comfortable with it. And this often comes from our brain. It's a survival instinct. Our brain doesn't want us to be within a dangerous situation. Okay, like working with a client, gallery, whatever, it's not going to be life or death. But our brain doesn't know that. It just recognizes that it's uncomfortable for us, it's out of fear, we don't want to be in that situation. So our brain is thinking, okay, this is dangerous, I'm not going to put this body through this, I want to keep us far away from this. But in order to get through that, we need to really access that logical side of our brain to realize, no, this isn't dangerous, this isn't going to kill us. Look, this risk is worth taking of reaching out to this client, gallery, whatever. And I know that I'm good enough. Doesn't matter what that survival instinct of my brain is thinking, this is going to happen, I'm going to push through this, I'm going to do this. And that's what we need to learn to control in order to get better, to push through those limiting beliefs. And once you even accept this discomfort, and it's not going to be comfortable, and oftentimes you are going to be sat there worrying, out of fear, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this, is this even worth it? But really, being in that discomfort state, you know you're pushing past that comfort zone to be something better. You know that's the kind of direction that you need to head in, because that's how you're going to self-improve. And again, push past the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and keeping you in that discomfort zone or stopping you from entering that zone to go on to reach something greater. And this is how you're going to build confidence within yourself. It's setting those small goals and taking action to get to that end result. So it might be, again, like working with a huge client. Okay, how can I get there? You might research the client, the kind of artists that they work with, the kind of artwork they might put out there. Okay, how can I improve my artwork to get to that point? And then you'll take steps to improve your artwork. And it might be a case of you actually like a piece of artwork that you created, specifically to add to your portfolio, to send to this client. And when you do, it's important that you celebrate these small victories, because probably 9 times out of 10, most artists out there hate the work they create. But once you create the artwork that you love, celebrate it, be happy. You've created something that you love for once. And then when it comes to kind of working with that client, reaching out to them, even if it's a rejection and they get back to you, still see that as a win. They've acknowledged you, because most of the time they'll put your name on file anyway. and they'll keep an eye on you to see the artwork that you create, and when the time is right, they'll reach out to you. It happens all the time. So take that as a small win. Just getting acknowledgement from them, getting recognition, that is a win, and you should celebrate that. Same with a gallery. You might envision working with a huge gallery, having a huge exhibition in front of hundreds and thousands of people. It might not happen yet, but maybe reach out to a local gallery, have one small art piece exhibited in there. That's a win. Celebrate that. Take the next step. Take the next step in going to another gallery so you have 2 or more pieces of artwork in multiple galleries. Build yourself up until you can reach that goal. Take those steps to reach that. And well, in order to get there, it all comes from looking for help, asking for help, which is probably one of the reasons why you might be watching this video, because you're seeking help, you're stuck in a rut, and you don't quite know where to go. And you know, again, this can come from watching videos on YouTube, seeking out a mentor to help you and to guide you through the industry, emailing another artist on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, reaching out, asking them like any advice that they might have. And most of the time, all artists out there are going to be more than happy to help you. If anyone wants to email me, ask for help, I'll be more than happy to help anyone. And again, this comes from taking that step in recognizing that you want to get out of these limiting beliefs and really kind of take that step forward. And asking for help will be a great step in doing that, because then you'll be given focus, then you know what you've got to do. You wouldn't be trying to work it out by yourself, and that will put you far beyond everyone else who's choosing to stay where they are and not do anything about it. And in turn, look at other artists that have made it, that are where you want to be, and again, like, reach out to them, ask how they got there, what steps did they take, did they have the same limiting beliefs, face the same issues that you've had, and again, more often than not, they'll be happy to help you. And then kind of not, I guess, imitate them, but kind of follow in similar steps to what they've taken in order to get to your next goal, if you have similar goals that you want to achieve. And lastly, it's about learning from the losses that we take in our journey, which I kind of touched upon earlier. Recognizing the losses, even if it is a rejection from a client, a gallery, whatever. Lastly, it's about learning from those losses that I kind of touched upon earlier. That it's, if there is a client rejection or a rejection from a gallery, it's learning from those. Not kind of beating ourselves up about it and allowing it to confirm our limiting beliefs within us. It's about understanding and recognizing, okay, what can I do to improve my artwork to get that client that I want to get, or get to work with that gallery. And it's kind of, what can you do differently? What can you do differently to improve your artwork? Do you need to take another direction in your artwork? Is your message not clear enough? Is it the actual skill set that you have? Is it more skills that you need to add to your artistic ability? Like, learn and evaluate. Don't just ruminate and just sit there. Work out how you can move forward and improve yourself. And then, because it's all about learning to make yourself better and improve yourself as an artist. Because even if we have these limiting beliefs within ourselves, it doesn't define us. It shouldn't keep us here where we are. It should motivate us to get better. Because logically, maybe we do recognize these limiting beliefs, but then we should think to ourselves, I'm not going to be defined by these. I'm not going to allow these to keep me stagnant and here. I'm going to push forward and I'm going to be something greater than I was yesterday, than I was last week, the month before. And trust me, once you push through these limiting beliefs, a week later, a month later, even a year down the line, you'll be a different person. You'll still have these limiting beliefs that will come creeping in, but you will learn to push them away, and you'll recognize that these are just coming from your subconscious mind, probably from bad experiences in the past, but you're going to look back on the achievements that you've achieved and realize you can achieve anything. You pushed past your limits before, you can push past them again. So on that final note, don't let limiting beliefs hold you back, because you can push past them. And with that, I just want to say thank you for listening, watching this video. You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to watch this, and I greatly appreciate that. If you can, like, subscribe if you want, that'd be a great help in order to get this video and more videos out there to everyone that needs it. And with that, goodbye and take care.